Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. This is my new video of Maths Aroma and the topic is how to overcome maths phobia. Maths is unique and very interesting subject, but for many of the students it is not less than a monster. Students find it boring and dry. They start avoiding mathematics and that leads to less competency. This generates the feeling of tension and fear that is called maths phobia. Dear friends, in this video I'll discuss with you that how to overcome maths phobia. For that I am going to share with you the 5-point formula. This is going to help you a lot. Many of the parents they usually share the problem of their children that they are not taking much interest in mathematics or they have some kind of fear for mathematics. So this video is perfect for you. Just watch this complete video and follow the guidelines. I guarantee this is going to help you a lot. So let's start. First of all, I am going to begin with the objective. What is the objective of this video? The objective is to change the perception of mathematics from here to here. Generally, many of the people associate maths with stress, hate, worksheets, wrong, ashamed, lost. Means all the negative words. So, through this video, my aim is to change their perception for mathematics. Actually, maths is all about passion, invent, play, delight, joy, curiosity, imagination, and discovery. So this is the aim and objective of this video. So let's see the guidelines. I'll discuss with you the causes as well as the remedies. Causes, that how the maths phobia is generated, and the remedies means solution. So the first point is parents' perception. This is very important point. A study says the parents' perception of mathematics influences the child's perception and achievement in mathematics. It is observed that sometimes parents introduce maths as a difficult subject to their kids on the basis of their experience in mathematics, but that's not the right approach. The child is horrified with maths not due to his own experience but because of the introduction given to him by parents or teachers. So, the solution is that don't introduce mathematics as a difficult subject. You just inform the child and give a positive vibes towards mathematics. Introduce mathematics as a student friendly and fun loving subject to the child. Then it will be very easy for the child to learn mathematics, to understand mathematics, and to love mathematics. So, don't do this mistake. Actually, at the early age of the child only, we do such kind of mistakes that we convey this message that mathematics is very difficult. Just pay more attention on maths. So, it means the child develop in mind that mathematics means a difficulty. So change your actually criteria first and introduce mathematics as a user friendly subject, student friendly subject. The second one is rigidity towards method. That also very important. Generally it happens that we have some traditional methods to teach mathematics. Before entering the class, we have a set plan to teach a particular concept, and that is good too. But one should not be rigid with the methods. We think that whatever plan we are following is the best plan for the child, and we too start expecting the results from the students. Out of the 30, maybe 20 students completely answer according to your plan or your wish. But 10 students maybe can be there, those who are not comfortable with your method. So it doesn't mean that they are not fit for the plan, they are not fit for the mathematics. Actually, in this situation, you have to change your method, you have to be little flexible, and that is called the teacher's creativity. So you keep changing your approach according to the need and capability of the child. So my aim is that you just go from this to this. Don't be rigid for the method, be very flexible, be student friendly, be a guide to him, and then you can see a change. Parents can also apply this. You just keep changing your approach. Okay, so in place of being rigid with the method, be flexible. Try to understand your child's mind, and after that, you accordingly plan the things. And if your plan fails, don't get irritated, just change it. Okay, that is called creativity. Okay, now the next is the third one, that is regularity. As we all know that maths hate irregularity. If you want to command this subject, then be regular. When you set your timetable, keep an hour daily for mathematics, not because it is difficult. This is due to its nature. It demands regular practice. If you are not having much time, then at least you can reduce the time, but at least you keep half an hour for mathematics on the daily basis. If you are not keeping mathematics in the regular timetable, then definitely it is going to create a lot of problem for your child. So every day you have to study mathematics. Just make your schedule, prepare your schedule in this way only. Okay, don't avoid it, because that is the nature of mathematics. Be friendly to mathematics, just do it regularly, then you can see a change in your child. Okay, the next is building of concepts. Math concepts build upon each other. If one gets lost in beginning, it will be much harder to understand later concepts. As it's difficult for a teacher to teach the same topic again and again due to the pressure of time as well as course completion, therefore, it is the primary duty of the parents to help the child. Check the child's work daily and help the child to command that topic. Whenever the child has difficulty, you try to assist, or you ask child to ask the same problem to the teacher the very next day. Don't let your child to lag behind in learning. This is very very important. As you know, if the child is not able to have the command in division, and it is taught in third standard, suppose the child is unable to do perfectly in third standard, and in fourth standard again the same chapter comes, then the child gets difficulty in doing. And you know very well that at primary level sometimes it happens that students start mugging the things, and after that they vomit in the examination. But this method works only for the lower classes, but in senior classes, this method doesn't work, and that needs understanding as well as the concepts. Okay, so at that time, the child is called a weak student. Actually, he is not weak. What happens that at that early stage, the child could not build the concepts. He only crammed the things and vomited in the examination. So parents, just be very careful. You just make it sure the child is learning and understanding the particular concept in place of cramming and vomiting and scoring the marks. So just pay attention on building of concepts. Next is pace. That also plays a very very important in mathematics. What is that? Many times it is noticed that the children panic due to time boundation. They know everything, but they are bit slow in calculations. When they find other students answering quickly, they feel ashamed and they lose confidence. Getting delayed is not a crime. Let them learn at their own pace. Once they will understand the concept, automatically their speed will improve. So don't force them to increase the speed, to improve the speed without learning the things perfectly. Let them do the things at their own pace and give them sufficient time to have a command on that particular concept. And after that, when they will have the command, the speed will automatically be increased. Comparison should also be avoided. Actually, don't compare your child with others and don't pinch him for not scoring as good as other friends, because that is only going to create the depression in the child, nothing else. Because finding fault is very easy, standing and holding the child and helping the child for the betterment is difficult. So accept that challenge and guide and support the child. Okay, so this is what my 5 point formula for you. If you follow these guidelines, definitely your child will score good marks in mathematics, and not only marks, actually he will develop the interest in mathematics. This is my guarantee. So you just follow all the rules, and I would like to tell you that follow these guidelines strictly, means regularity as well as the concept making. Okay, and let give him the flexibility towards the method as well as the pace, and introduce mathematics as a very easy and fun loving subject. Then definitely the child will improve. And maths is a very interesting subject that helps you to prepare for future problems. Support the child and guide them properly to overcome maths phobia. All three. All three means parents, students, as well as the child and the teacher has to unite to help the child to lead successfully with maths without maths phobia. So follow these guidelines and definitely you can see the improvement in the child. And still, if you have any query related to mathematics and your child is having some other problems in mathematics, then you can share frankly with me. I'll definitely give you the solution. So thank you and have a nice day.